Hey everyone, Lou Clark here, and in this video, I'm going to tell you 4 things that you should never, ever borrow money for. But before I do that, just a reminder, check out the links in the description below for lots of free resources, including my What is Your Money Superpower quiz. It comes with a great resource at the end of the quiz and it's free as well. But for now, let's talk about the 4 things you should never borrow for. Number 1. Jewelry. Don't ever borrow for jewelry. If you are trying to purchase a piece of jewelry that you cannot afford, save the money up for it. Because if you're going to use the jeweler's credit card, like their store credit card, your interest rates are going to be anywhere from 20 to 28% interest. You don't want to pay that. It's not going to go up that much in value if it takes years to pay it off. And same thing, if you want to put on a credit card and can't pay it off right away, you're going to be paying anywhere from 12 to 24% interest. What you maybe bought for a few $1,000s is not going to be worth what you actually paid for it because of all the interest. Save the money to buy the jewelry you want. Number 2, vacations. I am someone who loves to take vacations. Like, do you want to go here? You want to go there? Let's go, let's go, let's go. But I've learned the hard way, when you put a vacation on credit, going on that vacation's great. Coming back and realizing now you have to pay for it will be the most draining experience. You will start to resent the vacation you took. And that vacation will also cost you more because of the interest that you're paying in order to borrow for it. If you have a dream vacation, save up for it. If you want to just get away, find a way to take you, your family, your loved ones away for a weekend that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg that you're going to have to put on credit. Don't borrow for vacation. You don't want the stress of coming back and paying for it afterwards. Trust me, I know. I would much rather wait a couple years and take that awesome vacation and pay cash for it. Also, you get to live it up a little more on the vacation when you pay cash. That's one thing I've realized as well. Number 3, be very careful on consolidating credit cards to another credit card. Normally, when you do that, there is a cash advance fee and the interest is even higher. If you need to consolidate your credit cards, go to the bank and get a loan, a low interest loan. Don't ever pay credit cards off with other credit cards. There's always another way to do it. If you can't meet your minimum payment, sell something in your house. Do not take payments from one card to pay another card. You're going to get yourself in a lot more trouble than you already are. Number 5, and this one makes me smile because I did it. So I'm telling you from experience, guys, this is from experience. Number 5 is do not buy a luxury vehicle when you can't afford it. We bought a Lincoln Navigator. We went from like a van to a Lincoln Navigator. It was slightly used, but we couldn't afford it. We wanted it. We wanted to feel good. We wanted to look good. We wanted to probably impress people. But I will tell you just the gas alone, it broke us. Like, that's one of the reasons we were $3 from bankruptcy. If you can't afford to pay cash for a luxury vehicle, don't buy it. And honestly, we're at the point now we could pay cash for a luxury vehicle and now we don't want to. I mean, there is one we'd really like to have, but I will not pay for that until the exact one is out there that we want and we can pay cash in full. Don't get yourself messed up in a luxury vehicle payment, whether it's a lease or a loan. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I would rather drive a used vehicle I've paid cash for. The freedom that comes with that, instead of getting into the Lincoln Navigator and wondering, how am I going to pay for this every time my foot hit the pedal? It's crazy. And number 5, don't borrow to purchase designer items like handbags, clothes, shoes, belts, anything in between. If you can't afford the Gucci or the Prada or the Kate Spade or the Kim Kardashian or the J-Lo makeup or whatever it might be, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Make that a goal. I want this, so I'm going to save for it. Here's what I know. When you pay cash for something that you would otherwise borrow for, the freedom, the confidence, the empowerment, and the strength that comes with that is unbelievable. So do yourself a favor and don't borrow for the 5 things that I've mentioned: jewelry, vacations, paying off credit cards, luxury vehicles, and designer items. Don't borrow for them. Give yourself the power to pay cash. There is so much empowerment when you can walk into a store and buy something that you've always wanted and you flip them $100 bills. $100 bills, y'all, right? Don't borrow for these things. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. You don't need the stress, the fear, the frustration, and the anxiety of trying to pay something off. And you'll never get that interest back. If you buy a handbag at $500 and you pay it off over 6 months on your credit card, all that interest at 22%, you're never going to get that back. Don't give the banks more than they need. You don't need to do that. Keep it in your handbag. So until next time, this is Lou Clark saying, be careful what you borrow for.